If you're weighing the pros and cons of living in Surprise, Arizona, start right here. Surprise was just ranked the third most affordable city in the entire country out of 300 of the biggest cities in America. The only two ahead of it are in Michigan. But that ranking leaves out a few things about living in Surprise that nobody mentions until after you've already bought. So we're going to do the honest pros and cons, the good and the stuff only a local will know. I'm Cassandra Chavez with the Chavez Dream Home Team, an Arizona native, and I help buyers and sellers here in the West Valley every single week. Now, here's the thing about a ranking like that. Affordability only stays affordable if you know what you're actually buying into. And the things that decide whether Surprise is right for you aren't the things on the listing. It's which water company serves that exact house. It's whether you're under the Luke Air Force Base flight path. It's what your commute really feels like at 7 in the morning. And most people moving to Surprise never think to ask those things until after they've already closed. So I'm going to give you the real picture, both sides, before you fall in love with that house. And real quick, if you're house hunting out here in the West Valley, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Every week we put out videos just like this. Now let's start with why people are moving to Surprise. The price. The median home price in Surprise runs about $430,000, and in Goodyear, which is right next door, it's about $480,000. So on paper, that's a $50,000 gap. Now, Goodyear's homes do skew a little bit bigger, and that's what stretches the median price. So I pulled the same segment in both cities, 3+ bedroom homes, 1,800 to 2,200 square feet, and I looked at what's actually sold. In Surprise, things sell for about $218 per square foot, and in Goodyear, it's about $229 a square foot. That's about an $11 difference, and about $21,000 on a 2,000 square foot home. In fact, in that segment, the average Goodyear home sold for a little bit more while being a little bit smaller. So Surprise is genuinely the better value per square foot. And right now, it's a buyer's market. About 3 months of supplies, homes are sitting around 90 days, and sellers are getting about 98% of asking. So buyers have a little room to negotiate. The other draw is new construction. There's Sterling Grove, Asante, Sanjuro Trails, Surprise Farms, Marley Park, with builders like Lennar, Pulte, and Toll Brothers all active. Here's the local tip. Right now, the incentives are often better than a price cut. There's rate buy downs, builders are covering closing costs, and if you're seriously considering a new build, this is something I can help you with directly. I put together a personalized new construction community guide. It breaks down the communities, the current incentives, and the quick move-in homes tailored to the size of home and price point that you're actually looking for. So before you start walking models, reach out to me so I can build that for you. The old knock was that there's nothing to do in Surprise, but that is changing so fast. The Village at Brasada, which is at Loop 303 and Waddell, is around 700,000 square feet of dining and retail. You have Cooper's Hawk, Barrio Queen, Lou Malnati's, Oso Brewery, and so much more still to come. Plus, you have spring training at Surprise Stadium with the Rangers and the Royals. There's golf, the Aquatic Center, and more than a dozen parks. Okay, that's the good. Now the part that doesn't make it into most relocation videos, and the reason why you want to be advised by a local. In Surprise, your water provider depends on your subdivision, not the city. There are at least 3 companies that service Surprise. You have the City of Surprise, EPCOR, and Liberty Utilities. And 2 homes that are a mile apart can have different companies, different rates, and different reliability in their water. Liberty specifically has had a rough couple of years out here with all of the growth. They had a boil water alert this July and a do not drink notice back in February. Some water pressure issues. Both of those were resolved, but this is exactly what you want to know before you fall in love with the house. So when you tour, ask, who's my water provider? Second, Luke Air Force Base. The F-35s train over parts of the West Valley, and some Surprise area homes sit inside a mapped noise or accident potential zone, which comes with a required airport noise disclosure and sometimes an easement on the home. Locals call it the sound of freedom. We absolutely love our military. Most people love it, but some people don't. Either way, you want to know before you buy. Third, the commute. And honestly, it gets overblown. So let me be real about it for a minute. For a lot of people out here, it's just not an issue. There are a lot of jobs out here in Surprise and across the West Valley. So if you work out here or you work from home, you're minutes from just about everything. The only time the commute really becomes a conversation is if you're traveling to downtown Phoenix every single day. And if that's you, here's the honest part. On a map, Surprise looks close, but it doesn't drive like it. You funnel onto Grand Avenue, that's the US 60, a diagonal with stoplights and freight train crossings, or down Loop 303 to the I-10. So you're looking at 45 minutes to an hour to get downtown, oftentimes more, about the same to Sky Harbor. And that Loop 303 and Grand Avenue interchange, which is in North Surprise, is the main pinch point. And the county has said on record that they are failing to keep up. And the real fix isn't scheduled to even start until 2033. So if downtown is your daily drive, do yourself a favor and drive it first at the exact hour you'd actually be driving it. But for most people out here, it's just not a deal breaker. Fourth, and this one can get slipped under the radar a lot of times, but some of these master plan communities are located in a communities facilities district, and they carry a communities facility district tax, or CFD is what we call them. And that gets added on top of your property tax bill. It's totally normal. It's there to help pay for the infrastructure, but it's not what you hear first. So you want to be aware of that, because that means that your taxes, if you're in one of these types of communities, can be a lot higher than the community that's like 2 communities down the road. So you just want to be aware of it. And if you want more information on CFD taxes, I did a video on that and I'm going to link it up here. A couple of other things to be aware of. The wildlife. The newer communities out here towards the White Tanks or even up north by the Sonoran Desert open up to gorgeous desert, which means you're going to have the scorpions, occasional rattlesnakes, javelinas, coyotes. It's totally normal out here, but you get a good pest plan in place and learn to shake out your shoes. Keep those things in mind with the small pets. Also, it's 105 plus degrees out here, June through September, so you want to prepare for that. And we get some crazy monsoon storms out here, but we love them. I love sharing all the good things about Surprise, not just because I work out here, but because I've actually lived out here and I've seen it grow. I actually bought my first house out in Surprise in 1999 before all the expansion hit, when you had nothing but stop signs, orange orchards, and rose orchards. So I've seen it grow up from open desert into what it is now. I'm an Arizona native, so I absolutely love all the things about Arizona, but Surprise is very special to my heart. So who is Surprise really for? If you want newer, more spacious homes for your money and you're okay with the drive time to your daily commute, then Surprise is genuinely a good option to consider. It's a great community that has kind of a small town feel to it. If this video was helpful, do me a favor and subscribe. I walk through the West Valley with videos like this every single week, and you want to make sure the next one finds you. And if you'd like to book a strategy session with me, the link is right in the video description below. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, I'd love to help you make this move with clarity and confidence. I'm Cassandra Chavez with the Chavez Dream Home Team, and I'll see you on the next one.